Hi guys, so the next era of scripts has been completed, and next week there should be one Clone Wars lore video and another discussion video. And I do like making these types of videos where I can give my thoughts on things, but I don't want to oversaturate the channel with them just because they're easier to make as compared to the lore videos. So I'd like to hear your opinion on if this type of video, if you'd like to see it more or less compared to the lore videos. And with that, we'll start this week's discussion, which is Star Wars Squadrons and its present state in early August 2020 before its release. Star Wars Squadrons is the fourth video game that is going to be released under EA's 10-year exclusive Star Wars video game license this year on October 2nd. It has its story centered on two starfighter squadrons in the New Republic and Empire respectively, and an online multiplayer with just a first-person view as you fight in dogfights and fleet battles with the two factions from the story. And I've waited a long time to mention anything about this game since we didn't have very much information about it until the EA Game Changers got their hands on it and were able to play it for themselves. So seeing that this is the closest Star Wars project that is going to be released, I think it's a fair time to start to tell you how I feel about this game. I'm extremely excited for this strictly first-person starfighter game because of the potential it has and the potential EA thinks it has. The game itself being only $40 USD, with no clear form of microtransactions 2 months before release, is a surprising move by EA. The two Battlefront games that have been released with the EA logo on the box have been filled with controversies, with Battlefront 1 not being able to deliver at a $60 price point and requiring more money for DLC that should have been in the game already to begin with, and Battlefront 2, which had the worst launch of any game, with surprise robbery in the microtransactions and free DLC that for around a year was nothing like what fans wanted and wasn't bringing new people into the game. And as the game aged, and the developer no longer had to put in content that was tied to movie releases, they started to add Clone Wars content, which actually brought people back into the game, and some even picked it up for the first time. And as the player base grew, EA released Jedi Fallen Order, which was an offline story game that was a simple $60 that you could get a fun action game and a good story. I'm sure that most of you already know the story of EA's exclusive license, but the reason I felt like I needed to recap the story was that as far as I can see right now, EA is making a serious effort to get support from the fans by acknowledging that this game is lacking with multiplayer modes and a medium-length story by not making you pay $20 more when you don't have to, which is something I would never ever think would happen, but it has. EA knows this is a smaller project than a Battlefront game, and as it has been revealed by the canceled Star Wars games over the past 7 years, EA just wanted to put something out quick and easy in this time frame to link to EA's next big game. And with the cut of support of Battlefront 2, which I think will have a bigger player base at Star Wars Squadrons launch than Star Wars Squadrons, EA will basically have to support Squadrons until their next online multiplayer in 1 to 2 years. So you've made it this far in the video and you're probably still waiting to hear what I have to say about the game. And now I finally will. So with Squadrons being totally in the cockpit the whole game, and the same company that designed the Starfighter gameplay in Battlefront 2, which was a massive improvement from the gameplay in Battlefront 1, coming back to work on this game, and now they've got a full budget instead of a side mode in a larger game's budget. The Starfighter gameplay is extremely important, of course. Since I haven't actually played the game, all I've seen have been the trailers and some of the Game Changers footage. I have to solely make an opinion based off that, and what the Game Changers have said. And so far, I'm very impressed. The way they move and handle looks really good, as does the interface of the ships themselves, which after the Game Changers footage was out, I was surprised I was able to read so easily. I was able to see the speed, read the targeting computer, understand the shield power and speed distributor, and read the shield power levels. After only watching the video that broke down the cockpit once or twice, which really got me excited to fly because being able to read the instruments all without HUD and not to be at any kind of disadvantage was really interesting to me. Also, the fact that this is VR compatible really makes me want to consider picking up a PSVR. And since the game is made by EA, the graphics look as good as usual. The story is once again set in the Imperial era, which isn't something I'm too happy about, but it looks good. It looks like the story will work out just fine, but won't be selling any copies of the game. I am really excited for October to come so I can play this game, but in the meantime I've been playing Starfighter Assault and Hero Starfighters and Battlefront 2 to wait it out. And they both now have full lobbies, probably because of other people like me that are excited to play Squadrons and need something to pass the time until they can play it. This is all based on gameplay I've seen of the game, and like I said, I can't wait till October when I'll be able to play the game and then watch the latest episode of Mando Season 2. I just last week pre-ordered Squadrons because of all the hype, and I'm hoping that EA doesn't somehow mess up the launch with this game too. But thank you for making it to the end of this video. Comment, like, and share if you enjoyed. Also follow me on Instagram in the link in the description where I post updates on videos. And leave a comment if you want to share your opinion on how Star Wars Squadrons is looking to you right now, no matter how dumb you may think it is. And this video was a premiere, which I've gotten wrong in the past, and you can only talk with people as it first goes up. So if you have something to say, you have to say it then in the chat to get a response from someone else. And I'll also be watching then, so if you want to respond to anything I said in the video, and I'll respond back to you. So for the discussion videos, you might want to catch them when they first go up, so you can chat with other people and myself. And I know this video is short, and so was the last discussion video about the Bad Batch TV show, and I don't know why I kind of worry that it seems to be short, but if you guys could tell me if you want these videos to be longer or just want me to make it as long as I can, as long as I have to express what I want to say, then please tell me, because I know it doesn't matter how long the video is. I just don't know if 6 minutes looks appealing for someone to watch, but it might be. I don't know. That might just all be in my head. But until the next video, may the Force be with you.